Hey guys, welcome to All Time Gaming. I'm Chris.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Alex.
And as fantastic as gaming is, sometimes it does feel as if the whole industry is being run by masturbating chimps, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, they're meant to be delivering games, but instead they're just flinging their semen at the walls and limping from one bad decision to another.
Yes, sometimes it's hard to love gaming when companies fuck up so spectacularly. So here are our pick of 6 of the worst examples. Hang your heads in shame.
Shame.
Alright, let's begin. Alright, let's begin with Kickstarter, that darling of hopeful newcomers and cynical old-timers with dreams of independent money and success. I mean, there have been plenty of horror stories on the site. Remember Mighty No. 9? That was fucking awful. But we're gonna go to an old favorite here. The Ouya. 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 Well, that one. The Ouya was first...
Not sure about that.
The Ouya was first announced in 2012 as an Android-powered games console at the low price of $99.
I'll have some of that.
Sounds almost too perfect. Approximately $8.5 million was raised by eager fans. Needless to say, people were fucking amped. And finally, the big day arrived on June 25th, 2013. The chance to repay the faith of all those who opened their wallets and, contributed to the cause.
Just 6 months before the release of the PS4 and the Xbox One.
What
nice.
a great idea.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, sure. The reception was lukewarm at best. Reviewers said that the poor controllers, connectivity, and limited game library made for an underwhelming experience.
I don't want to insult anyone's intelligence, but if you're getting excited at the idea of playing Android games on a TV, maybe you deserve to be disappointed.
Games that handled perfectly well on any normal phone stuttered on the ooh yeah. Well, the most popular game on the system, Towerfall, only sold 7,000 copies, which is a shame because it's quite a decent game.
Most people would play it on better platforms with better controllers.
Over the following 2 years, Ouya tried valiantly to release upgraded and limited editions, but it never really posed any serious opposition to the major consoles. In April 2015, it was announced that Ouya Limited was trying to sell itself to whoever would have it after realizing it was in a black hole of debt and it could not escape.
They'll do anything to sell that fucking company now.
Anything for crack.
I would do anything for crack. Well, step up Razer, who eventually bought the company's assets, library, and employees for later involvement on their own projects.
You know as well why it didn't work? Because if someone said to you, do you want to play some split-screen COD? No, I'd rather play Ouya. And on the topic of consoles, the Xbox One announcement at E3 in 2013 definitely qualifies as a disastrous fuck-up for Microsoft. Before you Xbox One fanboys rush to get your torches and pitchforks, let me say that the Xbox is a good console. At least now it is anyway.
Yeah.
It's solid and reliable and has an impressive array of games. But even you have to admit that the big conference was a bit shit.
A bit shit.
A little bit shit.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It revealed that Microsoft didn't really know what gamers wanted, or worse, tried to enforce a standard they didn't want. Tried to force it on them, Chris, and it's never good to force yourself on people, is
That's
it?
kind of rapey.
No means no.
And they certainly paid for it. No backwards compatibility, no used games, always online requirement, a Kinect bolted to it whether you liked it or not.
Every single thing that has been reversed in some way or form.
Undo all of it! Undo! For many of us, we didn't give a shit whether it had increased cloud storage or a nice controller. We cared about things like price, privacy, freedom to play what we wanted, and a chance to play our huge back catalogue of games. And Microsoft lurched from one shitstorm to another that week, making announcements to one group and violently backtracking on Twitter when it appeared unpopular. PlayStation, conversely, which had previously taken shit for its controller reveal, capitalized by doing this.
This is how you share your games on PS4. Thanks.
Nice, yeah. Best way to do it.
It is. They look good by comparison because they just weren't fucking up to such a large extent. Microsoft has largely resolved the problems over the last 3 years, but the first reveal was a train wreck from start to finish.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
E3 is a strange affair when you think about it. It's a collection of industry suits coming together to get everyone really excited about playing games that they themselves barely know anything about.
Oh man, the feels.
Sometimes they drag out a developer or project lead to talk about the game, but they normally have the personality of a potato.
Potato.
So sometimes it's worth bringing in a celebrity to add just a little pizzazz to proceedings. But be warned, it doesn't always go to plan.
Oh no?
No, take 2011's Mr. Caffeine for Ubisoft. Mr. Caffeine, real name Aaron Priceman, had a whole routine all planned out for introducing a series of great Ubisoft games that centered on time travel and dick jokes.
Yes, I'm not afraid of a few dick jokes, thank you.
These were introduced with a diddle-doo, diddle-doo, diddle-doo noise that, like Wayne's World, but without any of the self-awareness or,
Humor.
Humor, yeah.
Oh man. Sometimes they just don't get it. you know? If you don't get it, don't do it.
Then you had Usher hyping up a crowd that resolutely refused to dance despite requests to get on your feet.
You got to say it like Usher.
Get on your
Get
feet.
on your feet. I don't know.
And then Little John goes, yeah.
Well, when you think about people who are not going to dance, it's going to be a crowd at E3,
Fucking
isn't it?
journalists
It was
with
nine
laptops on their laps.
Come on, guys, get up and
At
dance.
9:30 in the morning.
No.
And who can forget Konami's 2010 press conference with developers for whom English was clearly not their first language, trying desperately to get people hyped, accompanied by luchadors, uncomfortably close speaking positions, and dancing. Then you have the majesty of Activision's 2007 press conference. This was the year of the groundbreaking Call of Duty 4. It was Activision's year for the taking, and yet they hired Jamie Kennedy to host their conference. Cue a painful segment where Kennedy looked drunk, made lots of original gamers are virgins jokes that failed to land, and years of saltiness on Twitter when someone called his MCing bad. There are plenty more cringy E3 moments, so let us know your favorites in the comments below.
Okay, change of pace. It's well known now that most publishers don't know the best way to deal with pirates, right? I mean,
You have to shoot them with a cannon.
obviously.
Come on now.
Make them walk the plank.
Alex, I'm a pirate. What's my favorite letter?
Arr.
No, it'll always be the C.
Right, that's really good. Nice.
Yeah, or we could talk about DRM, always online connectivity. These are methods that more stifle the legit user than the pirate and just generate more dislike and distrust of the powers that be. Moreover, DRM isn't the fuck up here. It's what happens when the developers fall foul of their own anti-piracy software. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2, that's a mouthful, was a well-received game that had your little crew of SWAT operatives taking out hostage takers and, other evil doers with extreme prejudice. However, for digital PC users who had downloaded from the direct-to-drive system, this code was scrapped as no disk was necessary. It was all well and good though, until Ubisoft released a patch that forgot that those PC users didn't actually need a disk. Oh, well,
Smart.
well done. Suddenly, PC gamers found themselves locked out of their very own games because the patch believed that they were pirates.
Brilliant.
Yar.
Yarr. Outraged, customers demanded Ubisoft fix this as soon as possible. However, they couldn't. The DRM and patch was just too good. Oh man, I'm loving this. In the end, to bypass their very own protection against the hacks, someone at Ubisoft had to take an existing PC crack of their system and implement it as their very own fix.
That is genius.
So basically what happened was Ubisoft fucked up and the pirates saved the day.
This is the government going to the pirates and going, hey guys, we're really sorry, but can you help us?
Oh, it gets better, Alex Jones. Ubisoft didn't even bother to erase the authorship code, the dude that made the crack. So Ubisoft pirated the material of a pirate to crack their own anti-piracy method. Fuck me, that's some Inception level shit right
Maybe
there.
that's like a fuck you to the pirate. They're like, well, you know what? We're stealing your shit because you stole ours. In a previous video, we spoke about how much we love THQ and how much of a shame it was that it crashed. Well, this is why it did. At least a contributing factor.
Yeah.
The U-Draw was a tablet produced by THQ for sale with the Nintendo Wii. It was pressure sensitive and allowed for more artistic games on the platform to develop, all of course produced by THQ. The Wii version was relatively successful, selling 1.7 million units in 2011, and this prompted a decision to move to Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. It sounds nice, but in practice, it completely bombed with the public.
Gee, I wonder why.
Of course it was gonna bomb. Look at this piece of shit.
The Wii was very family oriented, and then you
Yeah.
got the Xbox 360 was like Gears of War and Halo.
About 1.4 million units went unsold, and the shortfall of sales numbered approximately $100 million.
Ooh.
As a result of this catastrophic failure to sell, the U-Draw cost THQ $30 million in operating loss. That is a
Shit,
lot
son.
of money.
That's a game.
Yeah, that's development of Darksiders 3.
Considering that the same quarter U-Draw was released, THQ had a company-wide loss of $55.9 million, then it goes to show you just how misguided the decision to ship U-Draw was. Nearly a year after production of the U-Draw tablet was discontinued, THQ shut up shop as that operating loss was a hole they just couldn't fill. Even former company director Jason Rubin described the U-Draw as one of the massive mistakes that led to the company's downfall. In truth, the U-Draw merely contributed and hastened the end as THQ made increasingly bad business decisions, became entangled in tricky royalties contracts, and suffered under poor management. As one executive said, the U-Draw was just one of a million spider bites that killed off THQ.
It's a bit dramatic though. A million million fucking spider bites.
Once in a lifetime, an event comes along that is so bad, so ineptly handled, so cringe-inducing that it defies explanation.
But you're about to explain it to us, so...
Yes, well. The 2011 Games Media Awards was one such event. Granger Games is a garishly coloured independent video games retailer in the north of England, known for used games and, thanks to their sponsorship of the 2011 GMAs, getting pissed up at industry events. We don't have any footage, so here's a dramatic recreation. The story goes that Granger Games managed to pull off a massive coup by sponsoring the event. It should have been huge and would have been were it not for the fact that the PR for the event was handled by idiots.
Douches.
Cunts.
Ooh.
Firstly, when attendees arrived on the scene, they were greeted by a bright orange Hummer with 2 scantily clad models and 2 dwarves in jaunty orange shorts.
This sounds like a party so far, Jamie.
It's a bit odd, but it does actually get worse.
Okay.
When the journalists sat down for the ceremony, a small group of Granger employees at the front got fucked up on free booze and heckled everyone, from the host to the winners.
Brilliant.
At one point, someone, encouraged by the company's managing director of all people, got up on stage and tried to do a stupid dance.
I'm dancing.
I'm dancing, you fucking idiot. Get off the stage.
Okay, fair enough, but then you don't distribute bright orange condoms to all the guests, flick said condoms into journalist foods, threaten to fight attendees, or get caught snorting cocaine in the toilets with fucking midgets.
Those midgets were up for a party.
They are the most happy-go-lucky, coke-snorting, prostitute-fisting little reavers I've ever...
You know, even bad publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, they just had to be massive wankers.
So that was our list of the 6 biggest fuck-ups and failures in gaming. But what do you guys think? Were there any other kind of general fuck-ups? Let us know about them in the comments down below.
And as always, if you like the video, then click that like button and subscribe to never miss a video.
Never ever just click on the little bell and say, yes, give me these updates, bitches.
And from mistakes to mysteries, check out our video of the 6 great gaming mysteries, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that concludes our E3 press conference. Thank you all for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.